So there's definitely a huge focus on love and relationships and wondering if something that you want to engage in with another person will meet your vision for the future. I see you guys thinking a lot about the future and very future focused. When I pulled out my Astro Oracle deck to see like what the solar system imprinting and influence was for you, a lot of cards came out, more than usual, but Spirit has a funny way of making the messages come out. So what came out for you was Ascendant, entrance into the seventh house, a serious relationship, which is about romantic, familial, or even career relationships that are really long-term and significant. So this doesn't have to be a romantic partnership, okay? It could be career. It could be something with family. So an entrance into a seventh house relationship, North Node, the future. So it's about, can you step outside of a comfort zone? Can we embody the traits of our North Node that help us on our personal karmic journey? So the future, conjunction, alliance, the sun, there you are. And then the 12th house of introspection came out with the 4th house, which is about hearth, home, parent and child and children and the foundation, right? It's ruled by Cancer. You all rule the 5th house. And then Neptune, of vision, also the 10th house here, and then activations. Okay. So Neptune does want us to look at and ask ourselves, what do I idealize and what do I idealize? What is my idealized state of being here on earth? What is my greater vision, my ascended spiritual vision? And I feel like when you're thinking about, and there's so much happiness here with your planet of the sun, will this pull out your vitality? Will there be an alliance in the future? There's an entrance into a significant relationship, but the 12th house is asking us to be introspective and think about like hearth, home, family, and does this match my greater vision? There's also a need for clarity. There's a little bit of games being played at this time between yourself and someone else. I'm not sensing that there's a game being played. I'm thinking that there's some strategic moves that different parts of you and this person might be sort of triggered into playing. If that's like the best way that I can put it, but there is a need to clarify. And because Neptune is so prone to illusion and delusion and fantasy and also future faking. We don't want to fake our future. We want to know if it can actually come true, right? And not let go of that higher state of idealism. So I think that you're being really introspective right now. The Ace of Cups is the overall energy between you and someone else. And I do have the Fool here, but the Wheel of Fortune. So fate and destiny. And where is the cycle taking us? There's Aries energy here as well, which is like a new beginning, and it's really exciting. So for some of you, new love will come in the next couple of weeks. For others of you, perhaps it has already begun. I have an Ace of Pentacles here as well, so this could be a potential long-term commitment with the 7th house, maybe an engagement. It also could be career. They wanted me to do you versus them, and they wanted me to clarify it in a very specific way. So you're being seen as the High Priestess, and the person in your environment is being seen as the King of Cups. They could be a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Maybe they have that in a close planet. They don't need to be a water sign though. And between you is this Ace of Cups. But you're being seen as the High Priestess. Some of you may have Pisces, Cancer, or Libra in your chart. You're being very quiet. You're tapping into your intuition. I feel like you're like tuning into your own psychic radio waves and trying to intuit what the future is going to bring. The way you're feeling is the Star and the 10 of Cups. So some of you really want this sense of freedom, renewal. You are hopeful for long-term commitment. You are hopeful for family and children, maybe, especially with the 4th house coming out. You're assessing if an alliance will lead to marriage, will lead to family, will need to lead to maybe healing, having kids, being good for children that are already existing and alive. Also, some of you, it might not have anything to do with marriage or children. It's like we're hopeful to connect with a tribe and feel really loved and supported. That's a very happily ever after feeling. That's like a dream for you. When I clarified the Star and the Ten of Cups. I got the Queen of Pentacles and the Chariot. Some of you are dealing with a Cancer, and some of you have Earth in your chart. So I have the Queen of Pentacles and the Chariot. I wanted a little bit more, and I have the Three of Wands and the King of Cups. Now your action is the World. So you could be at a distance from this person. You may also be doing a lot of life review at this time. And as you do that life review, why wouldn't you be? There's a shit ton of planets in retrograde right now, Mercury being one of them. So yeah, you're assessing the future, thinking about the past. You want to feel very grounded and very stable and very supported. And I think some of you are very career focused. You're very practical at this time. She's a woman holding a coin. She cares about health, wealth, time, money. She is not always a married woman, but she often is. She's sometimes a business owner or a working parent. Super grounded, thinking about the future and forward motion. Some of you do something that involves travel and is mobile. You are thinking about the future. You are thinking about this King of Cups. I see that this is very much about assessment for you at this time, Leo. Your action is the World. So that's a state of being, and it's a spiritual state of being. And again, the life review. We have the World and the Fool. I believe that these are the most powerful cards in the tarot. An ending and a new beginning. I just heard Alpha and Omega. I think the Sun is the most positive card, your card, because I think you guys are the most positive sign, right? The breath of fresh air is Leo. But it's like this tectonic breath between one cycle and the next, but the Fool is really here and wanting very much to start the new cycle. So it's very positive to see the World and the Fool and the Ace of Cups. So when I clarified the World, I got the Six of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. Wow. So what the energy that you're really projecting out, and also I think the energy that you're really trying to pick up on and assess with your psychic intuition, is whether or not there can be success in this relationship or this situation. I think that you are anticipating success. This is, I got the girl, I got the guy, I got the job. I'm proud of myself. I think I'm a good catch. I think this person's a good catch. The Knight of Cups is very dreamy and very romantic, and he definitely hasn't given up on love. That's very much a Neptunian, Piscean energy, where we romanticize something and we're very idealistic. And the Three of Pentacles. I always feel like the Three of Pentacles is a way of someone just sort of gently letting another person know, hey, I'm here. When you move towards me, I absolutely want to show you what I bring to the table, and I would like you to recognize and reward me. I already have a lot to be proud of. I've been celebrated already up until this point. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I pour my heart into life, and I want you to see this about me. I want you to see this about me. And you're not just thinking about like what could be happening with this King of Cups. This is like something greater for you. You know, with the 4th house and the Sun and the 12th house, like being really introspective and like, what do I really want? What have my karmic lessons up until now taught me? It's led me to want to come into alignment with a higher purpose. And a dream that I have is this feeling of community and love and support and happily ever after. Part of you is feeling a little bit like a loner at the moment. But the High Priestess just sort of pulls back and checks in. The Hermit pulls back and checks in with itself. The High Priestess pulls back and checks in with like what's going on around her. What you want to say to this person is, you're so special. You're truly divine. I've never felt energy like yours before, and I can't get enough of it. Also, you're so smart. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart, and I really enjoy our conversations. Okay, so you're really seeing that this person is special and that they're smart. Maybe that's the energy that you're projecting to other people. I think you're special and smart, for sure. And then the untold truth of your heart, I don't think this is untold. I think a lot of this you're probably wearing on your sleeve if I had to guess. I noticed that Leos don't hide a whole lot. You don't seem to need to. It doesn't seem to occur to you to be mysterious. That's why I find you guys so refreshing. But harmony, peace, balance, and friendship, and then also conflicted, multiple choices, and consistency decisions. Okay, so at this time, It seems like the most important thing to you is that there's balance and peace and harmony and friendship between you and this person. But you're also a little conflicted. You might not be sure that this is the right person for you to come into alignment with, regardless of the kind of relationship you want to have with them. You may also wonder if they have other choices. You may have other choices as well. But you seem very focused on what it is that you want, because the Star and the Ten of Cups is very much about what your goals are. And also, I think that you really want to see if this person's coming into alignment with that. There is a bit of romanticization here with the Knight of Cups. It might be like a honeymoon phase kind of feeling, but I don't see you living in any kind of a fantasy. It's more about coming into the highest version of your Neptune energy, which is, I don't live in a fantasy. I don't live in an illusion, but I know what my highest state of idealism is. Like, I know what heaven on earth looks like for me personally. And I legitimately want to see if this person matches that. You're going to be doing a lot of reevaluation, personal reevaluation with the 12th house coming out, like being introspective about yourself and what what future alliances are really going to mean for you, what you want them to mean. And we have this Ace of Cups here between the two of you. The catalyst or the challenge is the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, and then the Four of Wands. So is it going to go somewhere? Can we actually plant a seed that will manifest into abundance? Sometimes this is a message, an object. It could be about someone getting a job. This could be career related. Wanting to get this person to open up to you. This could be in reverse, but this Page of Cups is pointed towards this person and they're the Four of Swords. Okay, you might not be getting much of a reaction out of them at the moment. I do sense that this person may be pulling back a little bit, because this person is being seen as the King of Cups. Again, water energy, older, more mature, very emotional. I notice that I personally think that Leos do really well with water signs, because I think Leo has the heart of a lion. You experience emotions on a deep level. I often mistake Leos for water signs when I meet them because of your huge, generous, compassionate hearts. You're the fire sign that's really, really tapped into like a kaleidoscope of emotions. So I know why this King of Cups, or I think I know why this person's attractive to you in this way. What Spirit wants you to know about the way this person is feeling is the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Okay, so they're thinking about the future too. You have the Three of Wands and so do they. Good, you're on the same page. Three of Wands is what dreams may come. We're waiting for something. We're assessing for growth potential. Because the World and the Three of Wands and the Chariot is here and the Star, this could be a long distance relationship. And it's like this person's, you need to know this person's like, do I have time for this? Am I making I need to make practical choices with my life. They're not 100% sure of how they feel, but I really like Pentacles showing up in someone's feelings because they're giving like true weight and merit and value to their feelings. So this is what this person's doing. I did clarify this. I said, Spirit, can you please tell me a little bit more about how this person's feeling? What are they willing to tell us? The Page of Pentacles, okay, they definitely want to dip their toe in the water. I have 2 pages here. So pages explore and study. They practically learn how to apply something. You may have sent them a message, or they may want to send you a message. A message has been sent, or there's a development here. I have Scorpio energy showing up. This person might be a Scorpio. It's like Spirit's trying to wake them up and get them to consider the Ace of Cups, love. So this person is definitely like, hey, I really think that there is something here. This cup of love, this creativity, this open heart chakra. They need a little bit of divine assistance with this, like to open up, and they're like, I'm thinking about it. Their action towards you is the Page of Cups. Okay, so there is definitely mutual interest here. And I clarified this, and I got the Nine of Pentacles and the Star. I'm really sensing, Leo, that this is actually how this person sees you, and it's what is motivating them to open up to you emotionally. I think they see you as doing very well for yourself. I think they see you as a person who knows their own self-worth. takes very good care of themselves, high earning potential possibly. And the star, that you're kind of a star. This person may also be really putting their best foot forward with you. Yeah, really trying to impress you. They're impressed by you, but their oracle cards didn't 100% match this. I mean, we do have this Four of Swords, which is like not a non-action. The Four of Swords comes out when we're a little under the weather or we're just a little stressed out by something. We don't always have the highest stress tolerance. We just need to chill. And their oracle messages are ghosted and nervous. Ghosted. I'm sorry I disappeared. I needed to get away and clear my head. Yeah, they look like they do. With Judgment, the Two of Pentacles, thinking about it. And then nervous. You make me nervous. Even just thinking about you, I get nervous. I'm not sure what to say or how to act around you. Okay. If they're pulling back, they're nervous. And I said, okay, what's the untold truth of their heart? Avoiding, blocking, escaping, and pushing away, and distance. There could be a physical distance between the two of you. And there is a need for clarity, honesty, and intention. You both need to state your intentions at this point and tell the truth. There is a bit of there are strategic moves here. So Leo, this person may have a hard time openly admitting to you this month that they have pulled back and maybe done a little bit of ghosting or been avoidant of you because they're not 100% maybe in the same place as you. I don't know, based on what I don't think that based on what I see here, that they are ready to start to assess whether or not this is going to work out long term. Everybody needs a little bit of introspection, and it's about stability and roots being planted, relationships with family and children. It's like, I would say, based on what I'm seeing here, Leo, watch out for putting the cart before the horse. And I think it's very important for you to state very clearly and honestly what it is you hope for and what it is you want. And if you already have, and that person heard that and pulled back, it's because they really need to get in touch with their own feelings and what they can bring to the table moving forward. But they are going to pull back and be nervous and avoid and put distance between the two of you. Because I have a card of Scorpio here with the King of Cups, this person may experience emotions in a very deep and intense way, and that might be overwhelming for them. I have a moon in Cancer. I got to tell you guys, my own emotions overwhelm me, and I'm an air sign, so they can be really uncomfortable for me. So I kind of feel this guy. Like, I do think this person wants some kind of a breakthrough here as much as you do in their personal life. And I'm hearing that the two of you are in alignment in a lot of ways. So I wouldn't put the cart before the horse and just know that this is what this person is going through. I think they have good intentions and they are assessing for the potential of love. Stay in the beginning and allow for the authenticity. The Fool is not committed to anything yet, and neither is the World. Just put your best foot forward. The way I look at it, I'm feeling and hearing, who wouldn't love them? Who doesn't love Leo? Everybody loves you guys. So just show them all the facets of you, you know, especially this Queen of Pentacles and High Priestess. Because that's really beautiful. And I do think that this person is just trying to figure out logistically whether or not they can do this. They're pulling back and they're telling me to stop. All right, Leos, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.